What do you think? How does the fact that your content is in German language affect this? Are people more interested in your content because maybe it's even more targeted to the German wine lover, wine drinker community, or how does that affect it?
I think it depends. So for me, I would say it's a big plus, because agencies and organizations, they, in my experience, they want to target one specific also location or room, you know?
Okay.
Because, I don't know, maybe speaking about Austria, maybe they export a lot to Germany, but nothing, just hypothetically, nothing to the US. So it's interesting for them that I only reach the German speaking market.
Exactly.
And there isn't so much going on beside of that. I think for very big brands, they don't care that you're not targeted on one country.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on the partner. But wine, I would say wine is in general kind of local product, because you always have the problem, even in Germany, you have the problem. You might find the perfect wine for the perfect price, and it's just the best you ever found. And then your community asks you, okay, where can I buy it? And you say, okay, you can't buy it because it's only in my store here in Hamburg, or it's just on my when I visited to that winemaker, he opened up this bottle, but it's just not for sale.
Yeah.
I think that's in general a problem in the wine world, that it's so complex, and everywhere on the world they sell and drink different wines.
Yeah, exactly. And I think what makes it even harder is that there are obviously lots of wines that are kind of available everywhere, but those are usually not the ones that are too interesting to talk about. The most interesting ones are those ones that you tasted at the winery and it's actually not for sale, but those are the ones which are worth a story, worth talking about, but then people can't buy it, so that's difficult. And also wine tourism is also a huge part, which is obviously pretty local, and it totally understandable for companies to not really be excited about paying for a huge audience where maybe a large part is, as you said, from the US, and very small percentage is going to visit that Austrian wine region.
Yeah, right.
So that makes sense. So you are not even planning to switch, because you speak English quite well. So before we discussed, I was thinking about that. Why are you not communicating in English? But as you said, this makes sense. So you are not planning to switch.
I don't know. I mean, for me, I'm doing this for 3 years, and it just changes like every few months. It's just like I have a different point of view on some topics, on my content, on what I want to produce and who I want to target. And I wouldn't say that I never want to do it. Yeah, for right now, I'm happy with the German speaking market. And I also think right now I'm reaching on Instagram like 70,000 followers.
Yeah.
And this is still very niche. So my vision, my motivation is really to motivate a lot more people, because we have millions of wine drinkers, millions of people in Germany and in the German-speaking market even more.
Yeah.
Of people who like to drink wine and regularly drink wine, but just 99% of them don't really think about what they are drinking. That's why I have the ambition to just first of all grow in the German-speaking market way more, and then maybe someday focus on the international market. Yeah.
I see, that's interesting. Just as a wild guess, what would you guess? What is the potential German wine community that you could reach as an ideal target?
I don't know, but nobody, no magazine or anything is I would say reaching more than 200,000 or something subscribers, followers, or anything like that. So right now the community is just that big.
Yeah.
So I would say, if I'm doing my job really, really good, and if my videos are getting 100 times better than they are right now, and I just really get on the spot where I can getting the spark out of the people and the interest in the topic, I would say 1 million people in the German-speaking market. I don't know. It feels wrong to say that, but
I think it's motivating to have these ideas and targets to chase for and to do better. But actually, if 200 40,000 is around the max, then you are pretty close to the top communicators with 70,000, and it's growing quite fast. So that's pretty exciting. Congratulations for what you have done in these 3 years. And it's just the beginning, as I can see.
It's just the beginning, definitely, yeah. But it's also, it's of course, it's hard to compare a subscriber to a wine magazine to a follower on social media. That's
of course
the comparison is not quite fair, but yeah, it's just right now the fine wine drinker market is quite small, I would say.
Yeah, but it's up to us to produce quality content and share these ideas to grow it. So it shouldn't be demotivating the current state, but it should be actually motivation to improve this and grow it.
I actually think that social media is the perfect way to get new people into wine. So I experienced myself also in this year that it's quite hard to really go deep into the topic especially on Instagram or in this short form content, where you just have 60 seconds, 90 seconds to explain one topic. Because if you really want to explain the theoretical basis of wine, you need more time, and it's just not that thrilling for social media. So the videos they don't perform as well as other videos. So I realized social media is really the platform to get new people in the business, and that's the content I did before, or I do until today, but I want to do it more from now on, because I really have almost every day people write me or come up to me if they meet me somewhere and say, you're the reason I started drinking fine wine. I visited this winery you had in your video, and that's so fascinating. How did that work? And that's really for me the proof that with social media you can make this target group bigger. You don't have to split up the target group there is right now, or the wine community. You can just grow.
Yeah. Well, that must be very exciting to have these feedbacks. Thanks for watching this video. You can watch the full podcast episode by clicking here, or watch another interesting video by clicking here. Let's continue the discussion in the comment section, and see you in the next one.